All right, people. We are Adelante Worldwide, back at it once again. My name is TC Valdez. This is Joe Ayala. We got a special guest today, Mr. Cisco Perez. How you doing, Cisco?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I'm glad you made it here today. So, Adelante Worldwide, we're all about representing Chicanos, doing positive things, and moving forward. Siempre adelante. And today, Cisco, you have a shop. What's your shop's name?
Colorado Sublimation Printing.
Sublimation Printing. Awesome. So before we get started, we can take this interview anywhere you want to go. Where would you like to be interviewed at?
Let's say Invesco Field.
Invesco Field in 3, 2, 1. There it is right now.
Is it still Invesco Field? Mile High?
Yeah. It's not Mile High no more. It's Invesco Field.
Isn't it Mile High at Invesco?
Well, Mile High Sports Authority, Invesco.
Now it's Invesco.
So I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get out wherever
We're
it is.
here though.
We're right there. We got good seats over here. So tell us about what do you do at your shop?
Well, we could get any type of photo and put it pretty much to any type of substrate that's out there. Any idea you have, we could probably make it happen for you.
Nice.
How long have you been doing it?
We've been doing this now for about 1.5 years.
In fact, we got the Adelante shirts right here, courtesy of Mr. Cisco Perez and your wife.
Yes.
Is it a team effort? Is it?
She's 75% of it. Yeah, I worked full time, so she's the one that handles the store. She takes care of most of all the ordering.
Nice.
So.
How did you guys get into it?
Well, I started doing it for Innovative Water Technologies. We came up with a new water system that needed a faceplate to be done. And this faceplate was a little bit thick of aluminum that we could normally get to sublimate to. I could not find anybody in the United States to do it. I mean, I've called everywhere, all sublimation companies. I called different places, and the only place I could find that would actually do is India. So I did a lot of research. I said, there's got to be a way to go ahead and coat the larger aluminum, the thicker aluminum, because obviously they're coating it with something for the thinner stuff. And I did some research. I finally found out a technique that they were using. Not exactly what they were using, but a way that it worked. And we tried it. It took me about 1 year to get it down, and now we're doing it.
And you said, I'm going to make shirts.
Yeah, well, and now, so then after we figured that out, then I found out everything else that could be done with sublimation. T-shirts, the plaques, the awards, the on glass. It's just an ongoing thing.
So let's talk about that. What exactly do you mean by sublimation?
Sublimation is a process that actually bonds two type of polymer coatings together. Sublimation is a print process that actually it goes from a print, it gets pressed, and once it gets heated up to a certain temperature, it changes to a gas. And that gas actually bonds to the either the polyester shirts or the polyester coated glass, tile, anything that's natural wood. Anything that has that coating on it, I can put your photo to.
Wow.
And does it fade? Does it wear off? No.
I have shirts. Of course, we've only been doing it for 1.5 years now. But I have shirts that I did for wrestling, for my son's wrestling last year, and I've worn it ever since, and it looks just like the way
what would you say the benefits are between sublimation and vinyl or screen printing?
The biggest thing is I could put a guarantee on our shirts. Vinyl printing, screen printing, of course, all that's going to, either crack or peel off sooner or later.
Yeah.
So, with ours, of course, we could put a 6-month guarantee, which we do. And if we have any issues with them, you bring it back to us, we'll have them replaced right away.
Nice. 6-month guarantee on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Not even Walmart does that.
And that's just scratching the surface, right? There's so many other things that you guys haven't even tried yet.
Oh, yeah. We got catalogs and catalogs of items that we could actually offer out for La Hun or for the community.
So where, before we get started going any deeper, where is your shop located?
We're right now at 208 Santa Fe at the Town Square Mall.
Nice. Right there on the first level.
On the first level. As soon as you walk in, we're the first door to your right.
Excellent. How long have you been at that location?
We moved there back in December.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
we're
nice.
new there.
New location, new products, new ideas. New things for 17.
Yeah. Yes. We actually just got a vinyl cutter. I'm not really sure if I'm going to offer too much of the vinyl. I really did that because, once again, for Innovative Water, we put our logo on all of the sunscreen we send out worldwide. And I want to be able to offer that to the company too. So I'm going to be doing the face plates, the serial number plaques, and then the vinyl one. So I'm not really too sure if I want to take that to, I don't want to take nobody's business from other local businesses that are already doing it. I wanted to offer something totally different. This way I don't have to feel like I'm taking anything from anybody.
We talked to your wife for a little bit today. She gave us a great tour of the store. And she said probably the only thing you guys have had problems with is darker shirts.
Yeah. With sublimation, since it's a dye process, you got to think about that new dye color going on to the old dye color. And then when they mix. It's just when you mix paints, if you try to do, you're going to come up with a different color.
Yeah.
And the darker colors, of course, the darker color of the clothing itself is going to overpower the ink that's trying to get dyed to it. So, it really stays hard. Black, of course, is not going to be a color that we could do too.
But white, looks great.
Oh, yeah.
So, photo-wise, because a lot of people like their memorial shirts, for instance, they want to put a full photo on it. And with this process now they can. It's not going to be something that's going to just last them a few wears and,
So when they want to do a photo of anything, what's the format that they want to get it to you as?
We could use JPEG. Mainly JPEG. The biggest issue that we're having right now with people understanding is once they put that photo on Facebook, Facebook, everybody has an account. Everybody's bringing us Facebook pictures and says, hey, can you guys use this? Can you guys do this? Well, once you put it on Facebook, it compresses the file. And you can enlarge it without, again, pixelated.
You want the original file
so
before they send it.
If they have the original file on their camera, on their phone, anything like that, you could email us to cosubprint@gmail.com, and then from there we could take
another
it.
TC could put that up there too.
I'll put it right here. The email address, say that one more time.
Cosubprint.
Cosubprint@gmail.com.
Yeah,
right
so
here.
It's Colorado Sublimation Printing. It just
Cosubprint@gmail. Nice.
TC still has a Hotmail. That's what
Hey, it's not as old as AOL, man. No, I'm getting really nerdy.
So, who are some of your customers that you serve?
Right now we're starting to pick up pretty good. La Hunter Chambers has put a pretty good order in. Today we actually got a phone call about 2 hours before I got here from a customer that's going to be probably going to take us to the next level, to where we're actually going to have to start hiring.
Nice.
That's what we like to hear.
More
local jobs. Keeping everything here.
Yeah. So and they're talking about placing orders quarterly, a few thousand pieces at a time.
Wow.
So
are you still doing stuff for the schools at all?
We got the schools, the college.
State champions came up, and I see you doing a lot of stuff with that.
We did the plaques. We done, we do the arm sleeves, some of the jerseys, it's just an ongoing thing.
So what kind? Okay, speaking of that, now, what kind of? We talked earlier. You mentioned that the color made a difference in the way you print.
Yes.
Does it matter what kind of material?
Everything has to be 100% polyester.
Okay, so a person wouldn't take you a shirt. You know what you need to do.
Yeah, well, they can. as long as they know, just check the tag real quick and bring it in. Because there are so many different Under Armour. Nike, everybody does different polyester shirts. And, like these ones here are like a cotton, they call them the cotton feel, the cotton feel and look.
But they're still 100% polyester.
Yeah, most polyester feels the dry fit. That's what most people are used to when they hear polyester
like the
shirts.
athletic wear.
All the athletic wear, yeah. So we could do their socks, their arm sleeves. We could do so many items. We've done plenty of trophies, the plaques, the medals.
So, okay, let's talk about a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. Not only do you do T-shirts, but you said you were doing plaques, like awards.
Award plaques.
Okay, what else kind of merchandise are you talking? Could you do?
Well, right now, what we have at the shop, we could do it on photos on slate, wood, tile, glass, dog tags, natural wood. I got a catalog of things.
There was so much stuff I didn't even know until we went into the store today, and we were just looking at everything ties and scarves and baby bibs,
the name tags,
the tags, the luggage tags, the name badges. We've done them for the Red Lion. We've done Pioneer and Rocky. We do all their name badges for Pioneers.
Right. That looks really nice that I was impressed with was I think it was like maybe a 6x8 or 5x7 glass. It was beveled and it had the picture on it of this little girl, and you turn it around and it was like reverse. It was killer.
And what was even cooler about that was when me and Ange went. If you hold it up to the light, that looks really cute.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm trying to come up with the lampshade because I would like to get them little pieces like that and make a nice lampshade because I do
like
agree.
Chicano Tiffany.
There you go, Chicano Tiffany. There you go. But yeah,
that is killer. So right now, we're going to take a small break. We'll come right back. We'll show a couple things that he has to offer. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with Cisco Perez from Sublimation Printing.
Colorado Sublimation.
Colorado Sublimation. I can't say it. Colorado Sublimation. You do it.
Colorado Sublimation Printing.
There you go. There you go. All right, so we talked about many things. We talked about the different kinds of products that you do.
Yes.
But you had mentioned earlier that you like to concentrate on photography.
Yes.
Not just lettering.
You know, where our tagline is where great ideas and personalization meet.
Nice.
You get your idea of what you want your photo to be on, and we could put it on. Photography is long-lasting memories. You know, let's take that memory and not be on a piece of paper anymore. Let's take it, let's put it on glass, let's put it on aluminum, something that's going to last a lifetime.
So when you put it on, say, aluminum, like you said, if you hang it up, do you have the same issues with the sun killing it?
You know, our aluminum is UV protected. So actually I have one that I put outside a year, right when I started doing it. There was an accident there in Rocky Ford. I don't know if you guys know Tomas Aragon. He passed away in an accident down there, and I made some aluminum plaques, memorial plaques for him, and I took one out there just to, for his, and I pass by it every day, and I stop and check it, and it looks just as new as it did then. And it's been sitting out there on the ground through the weather, through the
sun beating on it and everything. Wow.
So over a year now.
Wow.
So.
That's amazing.
And it looks perfect. So, you take it down off the wall, you spray it with Windex, you wipe it down, you put it back. It's scratch resistant. It's
and that's aluminum.
On the aluminum, yes.
So what different types of aluminum?
There's different thicknesses from like 16 gauge to, from 16 gauge a little bit down. So down to a point like 0.020. So it's really thin, flimsy aluminum. But bronze, gold, white, silver, all different colors of the aluminum that we could put your photos on, or plaques or anything like that. Yeah. I mean, plaques right now are a big thing on the aluminum. We can get sublimation plaques that are white, and we could put full photos on it and have a plaque border and all that. But people are really starting to like the way the aluminum looks, just the way you have on your trophy there.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll get a picture of one that you did. We'll put it up right here,
so you can see what we're talking about. Your shop is in Lahana.
Yes.
Are you from Lahana?
I'm not. I'm from Rocky Ford. I've been here 15 years now.
But you live in Lahana?
Yeah, I live here in Lahana.
Okay.
Do you guys see a lot of traffic from Rocky and other towns, or is it mostly from Lahana?
We've been getting, a lot from Rocky's been coming through. I mean,
so it helps out you being from Rocky, yeah.
And the surrounding areas.
So actually, what you could do now is you kind of could take up what Sports World was doing with town logos, and the school stuff,
and all that. Shara, she was doing a big part of it. I hear she's not really going. I don't even know if she's in business anymore. And she had a big portion of it. But then again, T-shirts is something that I don't want to really focus on.
Sure. Right. You let the people who do shirts do shirts.
Yeah, I don't.
And you have these other products, like you said, you got the plaques, you have the trophies, man, the glass. I saw one in there. It was round, and it almost looked like a rock, and it had the rough edges.
On slate.
Slate.
It's an actual word. I mean, rock slate is what we could put that on.
Tough.
Yeah, we could put photos on that. I mean, we could put photos.
Dog tags. You were talking about
the
dog
tags.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And what type of turnaround are you looking at? Like, for example, let's say I contact you and send you a JPEG or a PNG file on a 8x10.
On an 8x10 aluminum, we'll have that for you the next day.
The next day, 24 hours. You can't get that.
And
anywhere.
if we have the material there at the store, she'll get it done for you that day. Wow. But most of the time, I got to take the material in. I mean, because I have a shear at my shop over there in Rocky Ford, and I'll cut the material down 2 sizes.
Sure.
And I do that during the evenings, and then I'll come. So it'll be done that next day.
Wow. Nice.
Any type of photography work or anything like
fast,
that.
Yeah.
Now, and sometimes when, a lot of people, they like to do, you mentioned memorial plaques or certain stuff like that. Is it a possibility to offer like a group discount?
Oh yeah, we do. I mean, we even have a memorial discount.
You don't want to make money off of a tragedy.
Funeral, off of a tragedy. I have such a hard time. Bernadine has so many ideas right now about focusing on that side. For instance, the place there in Rocky Ford that makes the headstones. They've called her and seen about putting our aluminum actually into their headstones. They want me to make some sample pieces to take down there to them.
Nice.
So, I mean, but I told her, you know what, that's something that you're going to focus on because I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time making money with such, so I do have a memorial discount. I have, group discounts. I have school discounts. I try to help out as much as we can. As long as we're making something off of it, we're doing good.
Sure.
Yeah, so.
That's awesome. So, I mean, you're going anywhere from, like you said, the keychains to magnets.
To puzzles, coasters.
Wow. Yeah, coasters.
Coasters,
almost anything.
Anything, yeah.
Wow. Like you said, you're just scratching the surface.
Just stop by the shop and take a look at the catalog.
And, okay.
And I have an online catalog. I could set an online, digital copy of it out.
Or a Facebook page.
Our Facebook page.
We'll put the Facebook page right here.
I'm actually working on a website to get a website done. Nice. I think if I had a store website, that would be huge for us.
That would be awesome.
Just because I've tried some online stuff and I mean it's worked out, but I think a website would be good.
Especially it's somebody to. And what that does is by you expanding, you just create jobs locally. Also pumps up the economy.
That's my
shop locally.
That's my biggest goal. I can't wait till the day we get to hire the first person.
That's going to
coming soon.
So how soon is how
I think April would be a good time to say because not only that, but I have another one that's coming up at Rocky Ford with innovative water technologies that we're going to start using a lot of SunSpring, some of our systems, and every one of our systems gets one of our plaques.
Needs a plaque.
Yeah, and some of them vinyl. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of work right there alone.
So with going back to the trophies, can you you're not just printing the name tag, right? You're actually printing the logo on the trophy itself. You can.
Well, no, not on the logo itself, but like on the bases of the trophies, the name plaques. Most people are so used to just laser etched,
right?
Just lettering. Now we take that off, and we could go ahead and put their school logo, full color images, full color anything on that name plaque itself, not just the lettering. So
gotcha.
I mean, they got full color now.
So it'll have, man. If you're doing for example, T. He does karate.
Karate, yep.
Yeah, he'll have that, and then you can put the Dragon Dojo's logo.
Yeah, the logo on there with it.
That's
all
awesome.
The colors, their
awesome
colors,
right
their I mean, even that down to the award medals, the ribbon medals, the award medals. I mean, now we could put the inserts in there where we could customize them with their logos, with their places, their
that could be big for the mud runs and all these 5K runs that they do if they wanted to give out medals with their logo on it.
With all their personalized logos, they could personalize all that stuff.
And that's just promotion all the way around.
Yeah, yep. And corporate awards. I mean, there is so many corporate awards that are available right there that I could do, but I'm not sure. There again, I'm not sure who to talk to get into that. So I'm trying to take one step at a time, and there's so many angles to go ahead and look at this. I mean, to go ahead and follow with this. And one of my friends keeps telling me, you know what, Cisco, your biggest downfall right now is not having a sales guy. He says, if you had somebody in there that was a salesperson that's willing on taking that and working off of commission and just going out there and one day hitting this, photographers, Next week, restaurants. For the
Oh
name
man,
badges.
I can imagine just the photographers alone. There are a lot of photographers here in Otero County, and then take your stuff with. Oh man,
and because now they don't. I mean, they could offer paper and buttons.
Yeah,
right. Let's put your photos on something else now. I mean, what do you want it on? Bring it to us.
Anything.
Let's find out.
We're gonna have to get a Adelante logo right here.
I think that'll bond to that.
Everything has to be flat. It has to be a flat surface.
Flat surface.
Yeah, because it actually gets pressed under a heat press at 400
That's
degrees.
all right. It'll be square right there. We'll put it on there with some aluminum right there, right there.
So I came from Colorado Sublimation.
So you got it.
I have problems with that. So what's the number they can reach you at?
719-821-1458 is my number, or 719-821-1801 is Bernadine's.
Nice.
And she's the one that's at the store. She takes the orders throughout the day.
That's okay. And then the email address once again.
It's cosubprint@gmail. So COSUBPRINT@gmail.com.
At Gmail. And I'll put that up there also. You have any questions, give Cisco a call. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Adelante Worldwide. You know how we do this. We promote Chicanos. Adelante, siempre forward thinking, always thinking forward. We're here with Cisco Perez. With who? Colorado Sublimation Printing.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah, Colorado right there.
Yes. So we got over the products. You do the T-shirts. You can do the trophies, glass, plaques,
dog tags,
coasters.
Blankets.
Oh, blankets. Yes.
Coasters.
That is an awesome heirloom right there. If you think about that, you can get a whole different generation. Mm-hmm. What a present that would be. That is awesome right there.
The blankets have 9 photo panels on there, and each one is what I think is like 15.5 by 8.5 photo panels.
So they're big pictures.
Yeah.
They do almost everything you can think of. Bibs, ties, socks. I saw socks in the wrestling singlets.
Yeah, the singlets
for PC size and down.
And they fit good. I can't tell you how I know that, but I do know that. We go everywhere. I want to thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me on your show.
What are your goals for 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'd like to be able to have what we're doing now set with the ideas of what La Junta is going to like. And the surrounding communities. I mean, there's so many items out there that we could do right now, and that's our hardest thing, is being able to focus on what's everybody's.
The beauty of this, I think, with what you do is set up is there is no limit. You can go anywhere. You could have one person in charge of shirts, one person in charge of trophies, one person in charge,
your different divisions.
Yeah, but I mean, in 5 years, I'd like to either be doing all of this set with embroidery or laser etching. I'm going to be able to go ahead and offer that, because even though we do sublimation on the plaques and all that, I know so many people are so used to the laser etched on there. And then if we do go into corporate awards, the glass and the acrylic awards are a huge hit right now. So if we could go ahead and laser etch on that, the leatherettes, anything in that nature that we'd be able to do. Somebody's doing that right now here in La Junta, but from my understanding, they're never open. And if the customers are there wanting it, I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best.
And I want to tell you this. You have my respect, because you're not looking to step on anybody's toes. Yeah. You're not looking to steal, but you're offering something totally different than what's being offered right now.
Yes.
That's huge. Yeah. So you have my respect for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're doing a great thing for the Valley. And I might actually have you come back on and talk about this innovative water thing. That was very interesting. We had a conversation off camera about that.
Oh, yeah. You got me started talking on a totally different subject there, and believe me, I could talk for days on that.
Yeah. Hey, look out for part 2 of Cisco. You know what? Adelante Worldwide, that's how we do it. I want to thank Joe Ayala. I want to thank our special guest, Cisco Perez. And we got a temporary cameraman, Angela Ayala, behind the camera.
She's our new eye candy. Sorry, Jimmy, but we might replace you permanently.
You weren't available. Our sound man wasn't available today. We're doing the best that we can.
We have a sound man?
We do always Siempre adelante, always moving forward. There will always be a show from us.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle, for
I remembered you, Michelle.
Who's Michelle? No.
Gracias, vieja. Love you. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.